Hello, in this training, I'm going to cover how to generate a new lead and enter that information. So you'll log into your fourth CRM here, click on Add a Contact, and then all the items in red are mandatory that you fill out. So go through, enter that information. Once you have all that information included in here, again, make sure to select the language as well. We do have English and Spanish speaking client relations representatives. And scroll down, be sure you enter the proper state and the address of the consumer. And employment, it is critical that you select currently employed, that you select yes or no. So be sure that you do fill that out. Again, the more information you enter, the better, the more information we're going to have on the back end when we do the welcome call to be able to discuss with that client. Hardship, you do need to select the hardship reason. Select unemployment here. And in the hardship description, be sure that you enter 3 items. Again, this is mandatory. You enter these 3 items. Number 1, how or why did the consumer get into this debt? Number 2, what is the real pain the debt is creating in their life? And number 3, what is their ultimate goal? Once they're debt free. So again, 3 items, be sure your reps are entering in here. Number 1, how or why did the consumer get into this debt? A lot of folks I know currently is due to either COVID, loss of job, something to that extent. What is the real pain the debt is creating in their lives? Meaning, talk about and enter some notes and discuss with the consumer what's the real pain it's creating in their life as far as the stress or tension it's creating. They're on the verge of divorce because this debt is just creating so much stress in their lives that they can't pay their bills. They're having to work 2, 3 jobs, so they're coming home, they're just arguing, whatever the case would be. And number 3, what is the ultimate goal once they're debt free? Meaning, once they're out of this debt, what do they want to do? What do they want to be able to do? Is it take a family vacation? Is it help their kids pay for college, purchase a new car? So again, very important, put those items in here because that helps us have a better welcome call. When we do the welcome call, client relations rep will have access to these notes and they'll use that to, again, just discuss with the consumer those items. It really helps us to make a warmer, better welcome call with that consumer if we already have some of this knowledge about what's going on in their lives. Once you have that, be sure you've entered all the information. If there's a co-app, be sure you enter their information as well, and then click Save Contact. But then go to the Budget Analysis tab. And again, the budget analysis, you do need to complete this tab, and they must have a positive cash flow. The positive cash flow must be greater than the draft amount. So again, go through this, make sure that they can actually afford our program, that they're going to have money left over once you put together all their expenses. Once you've gone through their budget with them, and again, you have their income figured out along with their monthly expenses, be sure to click Save Budget. Once you have the budget saved, go back and you can click on, again, consumer's name, and we're going to pull the credit. So you want to go to the Debts tab over here, click that, and again, you can pull the credit report. So currently, with the credit pull, we are using Exactus 360. So you click on that one. On the creditors tab, you go through, check enroll next to each debt that should be included in the program. Be sure you don't include any debts on the ineligible category or the ineligible debt list, or the file will be returned and it will delay the client's first draft being processed. If a debt needs to be manually entered, you can fill that out under the creditors screen and click Save at the bottom of the screen. So again, to manually enter a creditor, you can click Creditors tab here and enter that here. I'll go ahead and enter one here. It is mandatory to have the account numbers listed for every creditor that is enrolled, so be sure you enter that. Both the original debt amount and the current debt amount should always be the same number, the balance owed at the time of the enrollment.